What is good, y'all? It's your boy Anthony Henry back here on another video. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe, watch my social media, because we put them on. You got a title, public interview, number I don't remember, but let's get straight into it. What is your name? What do you do?
My name is Amaya. So what do you mean by what do I do? Like, what do I do for work? Like, I do a lot of things.
What do you do for work?
So for work, I'm actually a financial advisor. I work in the financial services industry. And if you know anything about the financial services industry, it's actually the industry that produces the most millionaires. So yeah. And yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Well, this next week, actually, because today is July 8th, it's actually going to be a year since I've been doing that. Because I remember I started like a week after my birthday or something like that. So yeah, this next week is actually going to be a year since I've been working here.
So what made you join the life and business?
What made me want to get started?
Yes.
So that's a really good question. What made me want to get started, I'd say, is just the environment. First impressions to me matter a lot, and what I picked up from my first impression was just the environment. And I've always been the type of person where it was like, all right, well, I know I want to do something in life, and I've always been interested in like making my own money, being my own boss, entrepreneurship, business. I've always been interested in things like that. For example, after I turned 16, I had this online business where I was selling lip glosses, and then shortly after, I had another business where I was doing nails. So I've always been attracted to entrepreneurship, and when I got started, it was because I was like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be something that could give me a really good start into business and entrepreneurship, and I was right. So yeah, that's really what made me want to get started. Just the fact that it showed me that here I can have a really good opportunity to learn about business, entrepreneurship, and not only that, but get to create wealth, reach financial freedom. And not only that, I get to teach other people how to do the same thing, how they can reach financial freedom. Because if you ask me, I really feel like in this life, there's no reason why people should settle, you know? Everyone has dreams, everyone has goals. Go for it, you know? So yeah.
And do you see yourself doing this for a long time?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely do see myself doing this long term.
Okay, last question. What do you recommend if somebody want to start a life insurance business? Okay,
so if anyone would want to get started, I would recommend that. That's a really good question. I have no one asked me that. Let me think about it. So I would say that one of the few things that you need to have is you need to be open-minded. It's so easy for someone to join and then immediately just be like, all right, well, I'm done. Or like, all right, well, I don't want to put in the work. You need to be open-minded and realize that if you want different results, you're going to have to do different things. If you want results that are average, go ahead and do something average. But if you want results that are like the opposite of average, that are like excellent, amazing, and super just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Super, the word isn't popping up into my head, but you get what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So if you want to get results that are amazing, go ahead and do something and put your time, put your effort, and put work into it, because that's the only way that you're gonna achieve something that's out of the ordinary. Because who wants to be ordinary? It's so easy to be ordinary, right? But if you want to do something different and you have goals and dreams for yourself, I would recommend just being open-minded and being open to learning. Because if you have a mindset where it's like, all right, well, that's just how I am, I don't need anyone, like I already know what to do, you're not gonna get far. So you need to be open-minded, and you need to be open to having other people guide you and share their knowledge with you. Another thing that I would recommend is that, you can't let naysayers, you can't let negative comments get in your head, because a lot of people, they could tell you a lot of things, especially when you're going to start a business. They're going to tell you, oh, that's not for you. They're going to tell you to quit, or they're just going to be just waiting for your downfall. But every time you feel like giving up, you have to remember the reason why you got started, because you got started for a reason. And if that dream was planted on your heart, it was for a reason. So go for it. Don't listen to the negativity, block out the negativity, and just know that as long as you keep putting in the work, the results are gonna show. So never give up, keep going, and when you make it, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, wow, like I'm so glad that I put in the work. So yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what you got for today. That is basically going to be I think this is the 4th interview. We're waiting for another one. Until next time, make sure for the video, like, comment, subscribe, and peace out. Yeah.